I'm excited to announce that Dish and Input Output are entering into a strategic collaboration to build blockchain services to make blockchain a core part of our network and consumer strategy.
Back in 2021, there were a lot of announcements with the Cardano ecosystem, and one of them was with Dish. Don't know if you remember this one, but a lot of people have been asking what on earth has been happening. So I thought I'd do a little bit of digging into this one to try and find out. This was the announcement here, and this was at the Cardano Summit in 2021 in September, and this was a follow-up blog post. But the Dish Network and Input Output Global formed a strategic collaboration to explore using Cardano blockchain with the US-based company here. And it alluded to what could be a potentially huge project with the two big companies, but it didn't really give us any details. And I had to do a little bit of digging around to find out exactly what was going on. But in my digging, I did find this article here that came out a little bit earlier this year about Dish ending their cooperation with IOG. Dish Network and Input Output Global have decided to end the business relationship they started in September 2021. Under the deal, IOG provided services that allowed Dish customers to use a single sign-on across Dish programs and to provide a token-based loyalty points program. Now, there wasn't any details about this when it came out, and in the interview itself that announced the partnership with Cardano and Dish, they didn't really talk about what it could actually be, but they talked about technology, talked about telecommunications, empowering the Dish franchise, etc., etc. Now, yeah, I did listen to this one point here, and let me just play this, and this kind of reveals exactly what was the partnership and what they were going to do.
Yeah, I'll hammer home the point that Charles just made about sort of the consumer. And if you look at telcos, Boost, already millions of customers, eventually tens of millions of customers, there's scale there, and the ability to actually take blockchain-based technologies and actually innovate, provide new services, whether it be loyalty programs, whether it be
loyalty programs. That's all you need to hear. So that was their big collaboration in regards to what was going to be introduced for Dish customers. Now, this partnership made sense. Cardano had a massive network, a huge community. Dish and Boost Mobile had a massive network and a lot of users as well. So combining the two there opened up a brand new set of opportunities between the two. So it was a really potentially big win-win collaboration between the two. Now, as I was digging in to try and find out what this rewards loyalty program was like, this is what I found. And this was an article written by Mitchell Clark from The Verge. And this person goes through exactly what they had to do to earn this NFT from the platform and then what they got out of it. So let me just take you through this article. But essentially what they had to do on the app was go through a bunch of tasks, such as going to a new location and checking in, sending text messages, and watching videos on YouTube. And that would level them up different levels. You start off as a member, then become an influencer, a pro, and then finally a founder. So doing these tasks earns you the points, become a loyal member, and then you can go through and rank up in their platform. But if we go down a little bit further, you can see what the app looked like. I just want to reiterate here that the person didn't sign up to try out their services. They just wanted that NFT within the platform of becoming an influencer. So finally, the person did earn enough of these points to become an influencer, but they were greeted with enter in your Cardano wallet address to claim your NFT. And this, I think, could have been done a lot better by Dish to onboard the users into Cardano and let them know what was happening here. I know there's great ways that EndMaker can do this so that you can mint your NFT, claim it, and then have it in a paper wallet, and then you can claim it later. So it makes it easier for people to actually be onboarded on chain. And I think Dish could have really benefited from something like that. So this person here had to go and research what on earth was Cardano, what was Cardano blockchain, what was a Cardano wallet. Unfortunately, they ended up with dataless, and they had to sync their wallet for 48 hours before getting anywhere with it, and in the end realizing it's not exactly the best wallet out there for them to work with. But they finally set up their wallet, and this is what they were greeted with. I have to say, this is the most lackluster NFT out there in the Cardano space. Besides all the joke ones, but this was supposed to be something really big from Dish. And if I got this, I would have been extremely disappointed, just as this person was. You can see a couple of other of the Dish NFTs here. Yeah, I don't know. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think of these 5G NFTs. But I think it's pretty dull compared to what they could have done within the space. Now, there were some good sides to this. They did earn the NFT, but as a part of getting to this 10,000 points level, they actually earned a pair of Project Genesis earbuds and also 3 months of free service, which valued up to $90. So in the end, it was kind of worthwhile getting it because you got 3 months free. But this NFT Web3 experience, I don't know about this. So overall, this Dish experience was really disappointing. It wasn't executed too well, and I don't think it onboarded the type of users to crypto, to Cardano even, the way that we would have wanted to, the really passionate people that are actually in the space. So what can companies learn from this? I think if any company out there is thinking about onboarding Web2 users to Web3, they really need to engage with Web3 experts. Engage with the degens out there and find out what they are after and mimic some of the really cool things that other projects have created in the space already. The artwork, for example, in this example, the 5G NFT, extremely lackluster. I think that Dish here could have collaborated with some upcoming artists within the community, within the space, not just crypto, but maybe in the Web2 space, some artists here. One example is Quick here, working with some really upcoming artists in the Australian space and the Australian graffiti space. Their art is going mainstream and is everywhere at the moment, at TikTok, at major events, street art. It's absolutely amazing. And having something like this within the NFT would have made a huge difference. Or maybe even partner up with Banksy, for example. That would have made massive headlines. Of course, you probably wouldn't be able to get Banksy, but you get the idea. So having a really good Web3 experience for these Web2 users would have made a huge difference. The other thing is the ease of onboarding the user to the Web3 experience. You see in that pop-up screen there, please enter in your Cardano wallet address. The user is left wondering what on earth this is, and they have to go out and do their own research. Simple help prompts and educational material around that could have helped that person onboard a lot easier, or have an easier onboarding process like I mentioned with NMaker, where you can fire up a quick and easy paper wallet without even knowing to know what on earth blockchain is. You can create that wallet on the fly and then have your NFT sent to that, and then you can go through a claiming process later. So when you do have time to learn about blockchain and Cardano, you can do that in your own pace. Now, what can we learn as regular users in regards to this partnership? If you ever see the word strategic partnership, you really need to dig into the details to find out exactly what is happening between the two various companies. I've worked in the Web3 space, I've worked on marketing in the Web3 space, and I know we're always looking for partnerships, strategic partnerships, we're working with, etc., so that we can leverage someone else's brand, someone else's network to try and gain more reach. Now, if we compare it to other Web3 loyalty programs out there, a lot of them, interestingly, have also closed up. Starbucks had a massive one, I think was running on Polygon, and they had NFTs, they had all these things that you could earn, you could pay and collect your points and trade your points as well within the platform. But they shut that one down, and I really suspect it's all around to do with securities within the United States and how they were being handled with the SEC. So a lot of the things there in terms of being able to adopt this type of Web3 technology and build loyalty programs, which I think is a brilliant use case for crypto, is being blocked by the SEC and the regulation space in the United States. So that is a really big unfortunate aspect about this. And hopefully we see more of these loyalty programs incorporating Web3 technology. That'll be amazing. So hopefully you got something out of this. Hopefully you found this video interesting. If you did, hit that thumbs up, like, subscribe button. I know a lot of people were looking forward to this Dish announcement, but I thought I'll let everyone know exactly what happened with this one here. I know people have been asking, and not all of these partnerships end well. I think in this case, the execution of it by Dish was the problem. And of course, the regulations around the loyalty points and all that not being able to be traded was a bit of a letdown as well. So we'll see how these type of partnerships can go in the future. Maybe we'll see really good loyalty programs out there and better NFT claiming processes and NFT artwork in the space as well. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you in the next video.